Welcome to another episode of A Sandwich and Some Lovin', the We Are Still Recovering from Memorial Day edition. I am Kellie Raspberry Evans, along with my husband.
Hello, I'm Allen.
That's Allen Evans.
I'm still buzzed.
You are?
I'm tired and buzzed. Still.
We do recognize the meaning of Memorial Day.
Yeah.
And we do want to say thank you. You know, the reason for Memorial Day is for those who have sacrificed their lives for our country.
So that we can have a good time.
That we can throw silly barbecues and do whatever we want, really, on Memorial Day. So we do recognize that, but then we also have to confess that we were buffoons on Memorial Day. I was.
There were a lot of buffoons.
I was.
We invited a house full of buffoons.
Yeah, we had about a dozen, 13, 14 people, I guess. We took about a week to prepare for Memorial Day, which was a good excuse for us to get some things done around the house that we've been meaning to do.
Boy, I hadn't thrown a big house party in a long time, babe. Not only did we spend a lot of money, which is fine. We spent a lot of money. Yeah. But man, we worked hard to get that party ready.
You did most of it. Let's just be honest. You did most of it. You got the backyard ready. You hung up a lot of stuff in the house, and you did a lot of the man work, the sweat and leg work.
What's the man work?
The stuff I didn't want to do.
The physical labor?
Yeah. The stuff that the woman did not want to do.
Hauling ice around.
But man, we over-prepared. You don't know what to expect. Bought way too much food, way too much to drink. And so we've been eating leftovers ever since. I think we polished off the rest of the beanie weenies today.
You know, I eat too much and I drink too much. Mm-hmm. And we're going to get into all that, but you want to talk about what we're going to talk about?
Oh, you want to give them the lineup of what
let's give them the lineup. But yeah, let's give them the lineup of what this is called in the radio business. You might not know this, but in the radio business, we call this a tease.
You're in the radio business now. You're in the radio business, huh?
No, I'm not in the radio business.
Because I'm in the radio business.
Whoa.
And you and I are in the podcast business.
Wow.
We're in the podcast business.
Did you just drop a dime on my head?
Well, I mean, technically. You want to be in the radio business?
No, I'm fine in the podcast business.
We are together in the podcast
I'm
business,
fine
which
in
is
the,
really more new to both of us.
Hey, I'm fine in the podcasting, media, and recreational vehicle rental business. There you go, babe. That's what I do.
There you go. I'm just radio and podcasting. That's what I do.
Okay, well, the last week, which I think we're going to spend most of our time kind of just reviewing the buffoonery and the big holiday weekend, but I knocked out a bucket list item that I have on my bucket list, so I will talk about that. Yeah. I went on a little local trip here we'll get into. Yes. Kellie and I mentioned it on last week's podcast. There's a great organization that we both really support and love to attend their fundraisers, and one of our great friends heads that organization up. It's called Operation Once in a Lifetime, and they had a big event called Rock the Troops. Yeah. And talk a little bit about that.
On Memorial Day weekend.
And Kellie mentioned it right when we started, but getting ready for that Memorial Day party and party planning in general. Maybe we could talk about
what we learned, the mistakes we made. That's how you learn.
Because we did make some mistakes.
We did.
We made a lot of mistakes, yeah. but we hit some home runs too.
We did.
And then probably the most fun thing about Memorial Day was having all of our friends over. Yeah. For a big party.
Not all of them.
A lot of them.
You can't have. I've always thrown parties where I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, so I invite everybody, and that ends up being a mess. So as I've gotten older, I've just had to learn you have to divide, into little groups. Otherwise, we would have had 50 people here maybe, and that would have been too much. So we kind of picked a set of friends for this one. We'll pick another set and some combined sets, and eventually we'll have everybody over, right?
Yeah, and
I love how everybody let me just tell you.
Yeah, you were taking a lot of heat. Why were you taking so much heat?
So much heat. And I didn't say anything because I just look like a big brat. But they were all giving me grief, if you listen to the radio show, Big Al, JC, and Jenna, about how none of them were invited to the Memorial Day party. I wanted to say to each one of them, when's the last time you invited me to anything that y'all have had? But I didn't say that because then that would just make me look defensive and bad. But the truth is, you can't invite everybody to everything. And that's just that. But they have plenty of parties without me.
I've never seen the inside of JC's house.
See?
Just saying, my man.
Trying to make me look bad.
Just saying, my man.
And I had a hangover, and they were fussing at me, and I just didn't have the strength or energy to fight
Babe,
back.
you sounded like death
I was so
next morning.
sick on Tuesday. I had a terrible headache. I was dehydrated and bloated, which is a bad combination. Just sick. And then that day, after I got off the radio, had to go to a birthday lunch for a friend of mine. And the only thing I could think to do was hair the dog.
Kelly had some dog hair. She told me she was going to go get some dog hair.
I had to.
She had said dog hair, and then I got a text. It didn't disturb me, but it made me a little sad.
What?
When you said, "Hey, babe, I just had a drink and I feel so much better."
I know. Sound like an alcoholic.
Oh no!
But it did. I had a Bloody Maria.
Yeah.
I think it's really more the tomato juice in it too. But I don't like Bloody Marys. But Bloody Marias I really like. They have tequila in them instead of vodka. If you ever want to try it, if you're not a Bloody Mary fan. And I drank it was a spicy one. I got about halfway through it. And I'm telling you, I felt so much better. But I didn't go off on a bender after that. But it did help. The hair of the dog myth or saying whatever is wives' tale. What is that?
Did you drink
It
the whole
worked.
thing? Did you drink the whole Bloody Mary?
I drank about, I'd say, almost all of it.
Because
About
I've never
3/4
seen
of
you
it.
finish a Bloody Mary.
Bloody Maria.
Or Bloody
I drank
Maria.
I can drink almost all of it, yeah. But they didn't, dirty it up for me where, you go to the Bloody Mary places and they put bacon in it and all that other little cheeseburgers and stuff.
Okra.
Yeah, it just had
Chicken wings.
2 olives. Kind of boring. But that's okay. It was good.
And then if we can fit it in, as it were, we will also talk about a movie we went to go see. We'll do another movie review.
Yeah, did we talk about Avengers Infinity War
We talked
last
about
time?
Avengers last time.
And since then we went to see the Han Solo
And
movie.
since then we saw Solo, a Star Wars story.
Right, we saw that, so we'll talk about that too. We got a lot to get to.
Well, let's
I
start.
feel like I'm already halfway telling some of it.
Well, that's what we usually do.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's what we usually do.
So why don't you start?
Well, let's see. We made our bucket list in New York City back in December, January?
It was New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. And I think
Because we had New Year's Eve here. We had New Year's Eve.
we did it in a little Italian restaurant, if I remember right.
It was the bar attached to the hotel.
Bar attached to the hotel. Okay, well, I was
we went
wrong.
to an Italian restaurant the night before. That's okay.
And
I have a good memory about some things, and other stuff I can't remember squat.
yeah, like bringing the commercials home. Guys, a little peek.
I forget every
little
time.
Peek inside the kimono. Kelly prints our 3 commercials we do, so we have a reference, when we're doing the podcast, and we stop everybody down to do commercials, which you hate. And I'll go into our old math lesson here in just a second.
No, it's not that they hate it. Plus, you're getting such great offers from our sponsors.
There
we
really
love
are.
doing them.
But the thing Kelly forgets, she always prints them at work, and then she never brings them home.
Forget.
Yeah. Hey, hey.
Yeah.
Kelly's disrobing on the podcast as we speak. I see a lot more.
Because I'm hot and I
see
don't
a-
feel like getting up and finding the air
I
conditioner.
see a lot more creaminess than I
Yeah,
have.
I'm real creamy, guys, right now. Thank you for not giving me grief about it.
You're not
Your
cre-
wife's put on a
No,
little
your
weight.
skin is creamy.
I'm very creamy.
It's very creamy.
He calls me heavy whipping cream
No,
right
I don't
now.
call you heavy whipping cream. So the bucket list, back to the bucket list item.
Okay.
I've always wanted to go on a guided fishing trip.
Yes, you have.
And, saltwater, freshwater, it didn't really matter. I just wanted to go with somebody
And have a successful...
and have a successful venture. Well, wouldn't you know, my friend Patrick, Sergeant Sowers, he is good friends with another veteran. His name is Kenny. And Kenny is a part-time firefighter, and he's also a part-time fishing guide. And he's a fishing guide at this company, hashtag not an ad, called BigCrappie.com.
Big crappie.
BigCrappie.com.
They're out on Cedar Creek Lake.
Cedar Creek Lake, which is a big reservoir here in Texas. It's about an hour and a half about southeast of Dallas. Okay. So Patrick asked me the other day, he just sent me a text and said, "Hey, man, you could do anything Friday?" And, the Friday before Memorial Day. And I said, well, I can clear my calendar, go out and do whatever you're talking about doing. He either wanted to go shooting or go fishing. He goes, let's go fishing. I'm there. So he said, meet at my house on Saturday morning or Friday morning at 5:30 a.m. I was like, ooh, that's pretty
Yeah,
early.
you got to go get the fish early,
That's
right?
pretty early. Well, you got to go early and you got to
And
go.
it's a long drive.
It's a long drive and you got to go before it's hot. So set the alarm for before Kelly got up. And this was Friday. Did you work Friday? I can't remember if you worked
Yes,
Friday
I
or not.
did.
Yeah, you worked Friday. So I got up. Kelly was asleep when I left. And I got to Patrick's at 5:30. We make the trip down there, meet up with Kenny. To make a long story short, we caught 54 fish.
Yeah.
54 fish.
Not a lot of crappie, though. Apparently, there's a skill to catching crappie, right? You caught sand bass?
So, yeah, we caught sand bass. And they were just biting like one after the other. It was so fun because they were just biting one after the other. Kenny knew exactly where to go. And for those of you who are fishermen, you've maybe heard of a fish finder. It's like a little sonar that goes down and
shows you where clusters of fish
shows
are?
you where the fish are. Yeah, there are these little icons on the screen. But
he had little fish icons?
Yeah, but he had this
cute.
He had this fancy fish finder that he could park over the fish and then touch the screen, and then the fish finder would talk to the little trolling motor, and it would keep you right there on top of the fish.
Okay.
So even though the wind was blowing, it didn't matter. The boat would kind of adjust.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and then all three of us could fish, and he could help and show us what to do. And we caught our limit of sand bass in like the first 2 hours, and then we went after crappie, and they were a little harder to.
Because they hide, you say?
Yeah, they hide in brush or up under docks and stuff, and we weren't prepared to fish for those. Mm-hmm. We were fishing for sand bass. But yeah, we caught a whole bunch of them. Then we came in, and then Kenny and some other guys, they cleaned them all for us, packed them up in ice, and then I brought them home.
And they gave you a tip about storing them, which really worked. The little salt in the...
Yeah, and this may work for any... I'm assuming it works for any fish. But our guide said, Kenny said, when you get home, put the fish fillets in a plastic bag, and bag them up in like 8 fillets or
you did quart size.
Yeah,
bags.
6 fillets in a quart size bag. Fill up the bag with water up to where the fish are, and then sprinkle a bunch of salt in there.
A bunch,
and then close the bag and then freeze it. And he said the salt will suck the fishiness, the fishy gaminess out of the fish.
And this was on Friday, and you cooked them for our Memorial Day cookout, among some other things, and they were fabulous. They were not that icky fishy taste. They were fish. You could tell it was fish. But they didn't have that strong fishy taste. They were really good. Everybody ate that up.
Your friend Amy, and she's a pescatarian.
She's a pescatarian, and she will tell you.
She's a pescatarian.
Even if you don't ask, it will come up in conversation.
Hey, do you know that Amy's a pescatarian?
Yeah, I did, because she tells me I'm there every time she shares the story. She doesn't like to eat meat, but she can eat fish, which makes her a pescatarian.
Well, she loved them, which made me happy because I don't think Amy's picky, but she doesn't like.
No, she just doesn't eat meat. She doesn't eat meat. You haven't heard.
So she, yeah.
Well, she eats fish.
She eats fish,
but not like chicken and beef.
What about pork?
Nope.
Oh, right, just fish.
She's a pescatarian.
She's a pescatarian.
All right.
So anyway, our pescatarian loved it, and a lot of other people loved it. But you know what I'll do? Instead of going into all the gory details here on the podcast, I'll post the recipe that I use to fry these fish for our fish fry on the blog at KellieandAllen.com.
That Kelly needs to blog.
That Allen needs to blog,
I know.
Too.
We're way behind on blogging. But I will say this from Allen's fishing experience. He now has great, I don't know if it's sympathy or empathy for me. I don't know the word I'm looking for. But when he got back from that fishing trip, what time did you get home?
2 p.m.
He went straight to bed and passed out. He was exhausted. And so after work today, I came home. I could hardly keep my eyes open because I'm still recovering from Monday. I went to take a nap, and you actually encouraged it, right? You were like, I know you need one, baby. You have to get up early. See, now you know what I feel like all the time.
I've encouraged you to get rest.
But I mean, you really now feel it, right? You got it one day and wreck your day.
Yeah.
I do it every day. I live tired. You just get used to it and you do stuff anyway. But man, today I was hurting so bad I had to go lie down for about an hour and a half.
This might be a Captain Obvious moment, but there is a big difference between waking up at 4 a.m. and waking up at 6 a.m.
You don't think it would be. It is gigantic. It's a gigantic difference.
I think I'm still in REM at 4 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'm used to getting up at 6. I set my alarm at 6 every day, every morning.
But I've done it for so long, and people say, oh, but you get used to it. No, you really don't.
Yeah.
But then the funny thing is about it is once you get old enough to retire and you don't have to get up anymore at 4 a.m, you can't sleep when you're retired. So I don't know if I'm ever going to have a life where I get to sleep in and do what I want. But we'll see.
Well, I'm
just glad that you can sympathize with me now.
I do sympathize with you, babe. But it was fun. It was nice having some guy time. Like
What'd you talk about?
I don't get a lot of guy time.
What'd
really.
y'all talk about? What kind of stuff did guys talk about on boats?
Mostly just about fishing.
Talk about women?
Maybe here and there.
Like what? Did you share anything about me?
No, we were focused on the fish.
Really? Y'all don't talk about stuff like that?
Not really. Not too much. Yeah, not too much. But I do have a funny story.
Talk about sex and stuff like that?
No, not too much. But I do have a funny story driving back. So Patrick gave me a ride down there. So I rode back with him. And he has this big, really nice truck. Big 4x4. I think it's a Toyota Tundra pickup truck. And we'd been out in the sun all day. We smell like fish. And we were so hungry, and our hands, we hadn't had really a chance to wash our hands or anything. And we were both really hungry. So we pull into this old beat down convenience store on the way back. I don't even know what town it was in. It was in a little tiny Texas town. But Patrick told me on the way down there, he goes, I don't eat very healthy. He said, I work out a lot so I can eat the way I eat. And I really didn't think much of it. But then
he showed you what he meant?
Then he showed me what he meant. When he goes into the convenience store, Patrick gets a big thing of Reese's peanut butter cups.
The king size?
The king size. He gets, those lemon or orange wedges with the sugar all over them? The gummy.
Like the orange gummies.
Yeah.
I forget what they're called. Orange slices, I think they're called.
Yeah, but they weren't a brand name. It was like the gas station brand.
Off-brand, yeah.
And then he gets a full-strength Pepsi.
Oh, that's a lot of sugar.
Yeah. So he gets that. I get me some pork rinds, barbecue pork rinds. And
carb-free.
And beef jerky. We hop back in the truck.
Oh, you were doing carb-free that day.
Cruising down the road, and we're just kind of munching, and I look over at him, and he's eating his stuff. He looks over at me, and he goes, "You didn't wash your hands, did you?" And I'm just got my hand in this bag of pork rinds, just jamming them in my yap. And I said, "No, I didn't, but I'm not going to lick my fingers. Does that make it any better?"
You just didn't think about it?
I didn't really think about it.
Oh, gross, Alan.
Because I washed them off in the lake.
Oh, that's where fish pee.
Yeah.
And people poo in it, which we found out.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. All right. Well, I'm glad you got to do your guy trip and
it was
everybody
fun.
got to enjoy. Is there any left or we eat it all on Monday?
No, we still have some left.
We still have some left. Good. Okay.
Yeah.
We have more fish to fry. We actually have a whole lot left over from Monday because we way overbought.
Yeah.
We
did.
over-prepared, as we always do, and then everybody brings stuff, and so we've been eating leftovers for lunch and dinner for the past couple of days.
So we made the fish. We bought 8 packages, slabs of full baby back ribs.
Oh gosh,
we only made 4, so we still have 4 left.
Well, we have 4 left. We got to find out how to freeze them.
What else did you make?
I made a big thing of pork and beans. You find a recipe online where you can dock them up and make them really good with like honey and mustard and stuff like that, and chopped up onions. And I got these gourmet hot dogs that we got from Omaha Steaks, and I put those in there. It was really
partner.
good. And I made a big thing of my famous coleslaw that got eaten. My coleslaw is really good. And then of course everybody comes over with dips and chips and fruit trays and vegetable trays, and hardly any of it got eaten. But a lot got drunk.
And we're going to go into that, all the drinking here in just a second. But before we do,
yes,
we are sitting in our new podcast room, which I call the Great Hall of the People here at Evans Manor. And I look over straight ahead, just to the left a little bit, and I see 2 beautiful, beautiful pictures. One is of me and Kelly on our wedding day, and the other is of the 4 children on our wedding day.
Yeah.
Who matted and framed those things?
Well, I didn't. And I don't know how to do it that well. And we used a company that we love called FrameBridge.
FrameBridge.
It's an online framing company. And back in the day, I remember my mother, she used to be really into framing pictures, and we'd go to one of the framing stores. And you would go in, you'd have to pick the mats and do all the design and pick the frames. It was a long, drawn-out process. And then you'd have to wait 2 or 3 weeks to get your product back. With FrameBridge, you go online. They even have people that will help you online. They have experts there, but they have so many choices and samples, so you can really pick out what you want very easily. You upload your picture. You can use your Facebook page or Instagram, wherever, from your phone, and the turnaround is like that. You will have that picture back in your mailbox before you know it. Framebridge packages it so beautifully. I was blown away by the way it's packaged. There's a little handwritten note in there from the people that work for Framebridge. They complimenting something about your picture. They complimented me on what a beautiful bride I was and how gorgeous the children were. I mean, it was that personal. It is a wonderful gift. Listen, especially for fathers on Father's Day,
well,
when you don't know what to get the man in your life.
Dads like pictures.
They do, but you know what else they like?
I love them.
If you have sports memorabilia or anything like that, like a special set of baseball cards or a special baseball.
A jersey.
If you contact framebridge.com, they'll send you special packaging so you can mail that stuff back, and they will custom frame that for you as well. It's not just pictures.
Yep.
It's anything special like that, maybe a special flag that, from a military funeral, those kinds of things. Framebridge.com takes care of it all.
And do that early. I'm not sure about the how the jerseys work, but if you upload a photo and order by Sunday, June 10th, you'll get guaranteed delivery for your father in time for Father's Day.
Yes, and the prices start at $39, and all shipping is free. Plus, our listeners will get 15% off their first order at framebridge.com when you use our code SANDWICH. So you can order a custom gift for any dad in your life right from your phone. Go to framebridge.com. Remember to use the promo code SANDWICH to save an additional 15% off your first order.
Just go to framebridge.com, promo code SANDWICH.
Say it one more time in case they didn't get baby. It's FRAME Bridge, BRIDGE.com.
Promo code SANDWICH.
Yes.
15% is significant.
And we do love their services.
That's significant savings.
They do a beautiful job. Thank you, Framebridge.
That is a good offer.
All right, so now we're going back to our Memorial Day buffoonery.
Yeah, I mean, what did you learn from party planning? Because I learned a few things.
I learned that we buy way too much stuff, not to assume people are going to drink wine. I opened 2 bottles of wine and stuck them on ice. They didn't get touched all day. And also,
you know why?
What? Why?
Because
you were working the margarita machine. And then I was drinking. I drank a margarita, but I was like, man, margarita, sometimes the sugar gives me a hangover, so I'm going to stick to vodka. Still got a hangover because it's all about quantity as well. But I learned that we buy way too much food, that people, they just don't eat a lot at parties. They really don't. We had so many chips and dips and, munchy things.
They snack a lot.
They did snack a lot, but the heavy eating, they just ate a little bit and then left it. And then we completely forgot to put out some food.
Yeah, I made corn on the cob.
Completely forgot to put it out. I learned that we overbuy. We're going to have to scale way back on that. And what else?
Well,
probably didn't need to go through and clean all the bathrooms in the house when, if they didn't pee in the pool, they only peed in one. So there was that.
People at a pool party, adults, in our case anyway, we bought all these extra chairs. Mm-hmm. Nobody sat in a chair. Everybody was sitting in the pool or around the pool or at the edge of the pool, but they weren't. Nobody was. I mean, we had a couple of people, but
we have 4 chairs at our patio setting a bench. We
bought 6 more.
We bought 6 more chairs, thinking people are going to have a place to sit.
Didn't even use them.
No, didn't even use them. So they're still standing out there stacked, and we can't take them back because we took all the tags off. But we'll use them for other things, I think.
Now,
so there's that. Also, people come to pool parties and they don't wear bathing suits because they tell themselves, I'm not getting in. I'm not getting in. They get here and see people in, and guess what?
They want a bathing suit.
You got to loan them a bathing suit. So I think we need to have
like spare bathing suits?
A couple of spare bathing suits. Unless you want them wearing your stuff.
I mean, I didn't mind. We had a friend who came and he didn't have a bathing suit on. He asked Kelly if he could borrow one, and
I offered.
You offered, okay. And he borrowed one of mine.
Mm-hmm. Well, he wasn't going to borrow one of mine.
Well, no.
He could have. That might have been fun.
That would have been a funny bit.
So I think we should have like a spare bathing suit. What else did we learn?
You can never have enough ice. It's always good to have a lot of ice. And
clean drinking ice. You need to have a lot of clean ice.
Clean drinking ice.
Some for packing drinks and some for making drinks. You need to have clean ice.
Right.
What else did we learn?
You know what we learned?
Pace yourself. I didn't pace myself, and that was not good.
Yeah. We learned a lot about tequila at the store where we bought our tequila from one of the salespeople there.
Yeah, you should take advantage of people that work in liquor stores.
Man, that dude, he knew a lot about a lot.
Yeah.
And he educated us. I mean, I thought tequila was tequila. Nuh-uh. So he was telling us about the difference between, agave and 100% agave and colored tequila versus aged tequila. And
tequila you sip and tequila you use in margarita machines.
Right.
Because he's like, don't waste the good stuff in the margarita machine.
Oh, he was Judgy McJudgerson when we told him. He said, "Can I help you?" We're like, "Yeah, we're looking for tequila." He's like, "Well, are you gonna make handcrafted tequilas?" And we're like, "No, we have a margarita machine." And he looked at us like,
"May I ask why you have them?" He was like so snobby. May I ask why you have a margarita machine? I was like, "Because we registered for one for our wedding."
It was a wedding gift, dude.
So,
but he was
like, it was fun though. You had a lot of fun with that. If anybody's been thinking about getting one, we registered for the Margaritaville one that Parrot Head guy, Jimmy Buffett is. I guess it's his line of
Parrot Head guy.
Yeah, I couldn't remember his name for a second, but the Margaritaville machine, and we haven't had a reason to use it since we got married until this party. And you were working that machine. What is your review of that product?
That son of a gun is easy to use, and it
intimidates me because it's just a lot.
It's virtually idiot proof. That means an idiot could use it.
Well, I guess I just need to read the instructions.
No, it's so easy.
I didn't even look at it.
It has this measuring cup, and I mean, everyone's got a different tequila recipe, right? But this tells you exactly what to pour of each ingredient. And I was always a little, I put a little more tequila, a little more freehand with the tequila. But in our margaritas, I had, tequila, gold tequila, triple sec, orange juice, lime juice, and I used salt, like pink salt.
To make it pretty.
To make it nice. And then I squeezed fresh lime in it right before I served it.
Now, he had an opinion on Grand Marnier because he was talking about when people get...
I can't remember all that.
Well, he was talking about people getting top shelf margaritas or something, and he said he didn't like the idea of putting Grand Marnier on the top, did he? I can't remember what he had a hot sports opinion on that. It was a lot of information from the man.
But end result was we bought, I can't even remember the name, Legato? Was that the name of it?
I don't remember, babe.
I don't remember the name of the brand, but he said this is a great one to use in the machine because it's not really one that you would sip, but it's also 100% agave. It's not artificially flavored or colored or anything. So it's a good tequila. You're not going to spend too much on it, but then it's also not like so low end. It tastes funny.
Yeah, he was talking about the aging processes of tequilas. Like you don't want them to age too long, but you need them to age long enough. It was really interesting stuff.
Yeah,
so anyway,
it was.
Take advantage of the wine guy.
Man,
when
we
you're there.
drank the heck. I was making 54-ounce batches. That's that pitcher, 54 ounces. I probably made 5 or 6 pitchers.
I don't know.
But
I was drinking Spiked Arnold Palmers.
I was drinking. I drank margaritas, and then I switched to screwdrivers, just orange juice and vodka.
Yeah.
Man, there was a lot of drinking that day, and we witnessed our good friend.
What are you going to tell?
No, it's not bad. Russ, Amy's husband, Russ Lowe, who is a good friend of ours.
Was he 6'6"?
He is a big man,
6'5",
guys.
6'6", maybe?
He is all man. This dude is every bit of 6'6", and Russ isn't like a heavy set guy. He's in good shape, but he probably weighs.
He's solid.
260 pounds.
I don't know.
I mean, he's a big guy. So he's having a few, and old Russ decides to walk out on this little stone ledge platform we have that you can jump off into the pool. And we're looking at that platform like, man, I
don't think it's going to hold him.
I don't think it's going to hold Russ. But he gets out there on the end of that thing, and it was fine. But he decides to do a belly flop.
It was a pretty one, too.
And Kelly posted this on her Instagram. A lot of people thought that was me.
No.
Did you see? Alonzo, you should have told him it was Russ.
Well, I just assume people recognize you.
Well.
He's bald.
Yeah, well.
Not completely bald. But
yeah, some people saw when he came out of the water that it wasn't me.
No.
But you should have seen the splash when Russ Lowe did a belly flop. I thought a freaking polar bear jump. What's bigger? I was asking this question at the pool. What's bigger, a polar bear or a Kodiak bear?
I don't know.
I think it's a polar bear. I think a polar bear is the biggest bear there is.
That was your party chatter?
Uh-huh. Well, this was late in the day.
This was late in the day. People sitting around musing.
What's bigger,
hot
a
sports opinions on that?
A polar bear or a Kodiak bear? So yeah, it was a good time. And then
people left. We started it pretty early because I had to get up for work the next day. I think the last person left was a lovely man, Jeff, that borrowed your swimsuit. He helped you clean up the pool area, and everybody didn't leave a big mess. The only thing is, and we might have to ask for some help from the podcast family listening right now, is I will take responsibility, even though Alan has not yelled at me. When we bought this house, they had a copper top kitchen table that we purchased from the owners. They were so excited. We wanted it because Alan loves that table, and she said,
"Guys,
we don't have a place for it, but we're so happy
it's custom made.
Custom made. It's beautiful." And so it's a copper top table that's aged already. So anyway, I don't know anything about the care and upkeep of a copper top table. But at the end of the night, when I'm clearing away the dishes, and we had the plates and napkins set on this table, we had chips and salsa bowls, we had some fruit bowls, we had the veggie tray, things like that on the table. I picked up the bowls and I was clearing away. When I went back to the table to wipe it down, there was a huge ring where all the old age from the copper top table, the patina was gone, and it was back to that shiny orange copper look, okay, just in that ring.
Like a new penny.
And so I didn't know what to do, so I grabbed a rag and I started rubbing it, which kind of smeared it. So
and scratched it a little bit, too.
I didn't scratch it. I used a rag. I didn't scratch it. So anyway, now we've got this smeared, really bright orange circle on the copper top kitchen table. Alan did not yell at me, but he has been trying everything he can find on YouTube or Google to try to fix it. That has included baking soda paste and water, which was everywhere when I got home, but I was like, whatever you want to try. That didn't work. What else did you try? You tried just putting wet rags on it.
That's all I've tried so far.
Wet rags, I thought.
Mixing baking soda and hot water and spraying it on the spot will kind of accelerate the darkening.
The rusting process,
Yeah, the rusting. I mean, it's copper, so it's going to get marks and stuff all over it, but...
Not this big, bright orange ring.
And not only that, guys, and I'm not trying to be crude or anything, but...
Crude? How can you be crude?
But that circle that's on the table, some of the water ran off to the side in just such a way that it looks like a big penis.
Oh, it does not.
It absolutely looks like a big penis.
Okay, you just want to say that really loud and Emma Kelly's upstairs and can hear you. You yelled that on purpose thinking you're being funny.
She can't hear. She's in her room.
It does not look like
She's got her headphones on. I'll take a picture.
It does not.
I'll take a picture and I'll post it. I guarantee everyone will think it looks like a...
No, because you told them it does. I've never once thought that, and you haven't verbalized that until you got on the podcast, so you can say the word penis twice. It does not.
At least I used the clinical name. I could have said something else.
Anyway,
it does.
So he told me now tonight I had to stop at the grocery store to get a big bottle of pure ammonia. Now I have Windex with ammonia, but he said no, we're going to try pure ammonia.
You got to be careful with that, because
but I brought it home. I don't know what you're going to do with it.
What I've read about ammonia,
you can knock yourself out.
Well, I'm going to try it in a real inconspicuous spot, but you mix ammonia with salt, and I'm just going to dab it on one spot underneath the table, and it's supposed to darken it like that. So
my suggestion, which Alan is not on board yet, is just to take the whole thing back to bright copper and let it age again.
How would you do that?
You can get like the copper cleaner. They make copper pots cleaners and stuff.
Yeah, I guess we could.
Cleaner.
Well, let's try
and take it all back to the shiny new shiny new penny look.
Let's give it
just start over. Because why have a table you can't set things on? I don't know anything about a copper top table.
I want to know how the previous homeowners kept that thing pristine.
I don't know.
For all those years without screwing it up.
They must have kept a tablecloth on it at all times.
Us clowns are in here 3 weeks and we've already screwed the table up.
I do not know
with a big penis on it.
It does not have a penis on it. All I know that we sat there was a bowl of chips. So I think something must have spilled over and maybe puddled around the bowl. Maybe something with some acid, maybe some lemonade or something. I don't know.
I read that,
but I feel horrible about it.
I didn't. I didn't.
You haven't.
Why would you
fussed
say
at
I
me.
didn't? I would yell. I
was
didn't
afraid
yell.
you would. You haven't, but you've been trying to fix it.
I've been yelling under my breath every time I'm in there trying to fix it.
Have you been yelling at me?
No, I haven't yelled at you.
About me?
No.
Do you blame me? We don't really know.
It's
there,
it just
but
happened.
we don't know.
What am I supposed to do? I'm just trying to fix it now.
I can't imagine what in the world left that ring. So
Well.
if anybody has any suggestions, like I said, mine is to take it back to copper penny. But
Used pickle. Somebody on the podcast just posted used pickle juice to age copper.
I don't know.
I don't know either. You know they make copper sinks though.
Yes.
I mean, how high maintenance would that be? Because think about it, your sink, you're all kinds of stuff.
I don't know. Maybe you could Google how do you take care of a copper sink, and maybe that'll give you some tips.
But they usually put copper sinks in like really, really nice, expensive houses.
Maybe copper sinks are sealed somehow. Maybe we need to have the copper table sealed like you do with granite countertops.
Well, I was talking to a couple of people earlier today. I had a meeting downtown, and they're in the furniture business, and I was telling them about this problem. And
Did you use the word penis repeatedly? No.
No, I don't think I said penis. But I told them about this, and they said...
I hope I'm not listening to this podcast with my mother. Let me go back and listen to another podcast.
It couldn't be any...
Like the last one.
It couldn't be any worse than your mother hearing me say flopping around.
Yeah, repeatedly.
What did I say?
You were flopping around.
Dingus was waving around or something?
No, Alan, now you're just being vulgar. Now stop it. You're being vulgar. That's not necessary. No, it's really not necessary. That's not funny.
Oh, no.
It's not funny.
Oh, no.
It's not funny.
Oh, no. Well, don't listen to it with your mother. This is a rated...
Don't say things just to be shocking.
This is a rated... I'm not.
Yeah, you were.
This is how I always talk.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Kelly's...
Well, say something else before we go talking about a sponsor right after that. I can't do that. You have to put some space between that talk and a sponsor. You were talking to the people at the furniture store.
Yeah. And they said car wax. They said once it's in the state you want it and it looks nice, buff it with car wax.
Okay.
So
maybe that'll help seal it.
I'd have no idea.
I know our church had a copper top on its dome and it turned green. You know how copper does outside, and they painted it. But we don't want to paint it.
No.
Yeah, that wouldn't.
Well, it's like the Statue of Liberty is copper, right? That's why it's green, because it's by the seawater.
Is the Statue of Liberty copper?
Yeah, that's why it's green.
Is it really copper? Really, the whole thing?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Huh.
See, I go from being a dumb guy now to giving you some good information.
I didn't know it was copper. That'd be really heavy.
I'm pretty sure it is.
So you don't know?
No, I do know. That's why it's green. It's on the water. It's on the Hudson Bay there, and all the salt water turns it green.
Okay.
Have you seen, since I sprayed the copper table with that water and it turned a little part of it greenish?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
So if they buffed the Statue of Liberty, she'd be bright as a copper penny.
Mm-hmm.
You sure about that? I don't know.
We have a lot of help here. A lot of our listeners can probably get that question for us.
They can Google it for us.
They can Google that for us.
All right. Well, let us know at kellyandallen.com. You can leave us any comments, have any questions for us there. See? kellyandallen.com.
It's true.
I just didn't ever hear that before. Hey, you know what I have heard of before and I've taken advantage of before, and we actually just enjoyed some of it at our Memorial Day party.
Oh.
Omaha Steaks.
Oh, I love Omaha Steaks.
We love Omaha Steaks. They offer everything. Hey, listen, for your dad. You know, this is great for dads for Father's Day. This is going to be the all Father's Day edition of our sponsors today.
Yeah.
Because Omaha Steaks is so convenient. They deliver hand-trimmed, flash frozen, vacuum sealed meats directly to your door in an Omaha Steaks cooler, so it stays nice and fresh. And then I just popped everything in the freezer as soon as we got ours and pull out what I need. In this batch, we got for the Father's Day special that we're going to tell you about, you get 2 tender filet mignons.
Well, I thought this was my part.
Oh yeah, go ahead, honey.
2 beefy top sirloins.
We've already eaten those, right? Those were so good.
4 chicken fried steaks.
We're holding on to those for a
2
while.
boneless pork chops.
Had those so tender and juicy.
4 all beef Omaha steak burgers. 4 jumbo gourmet franks.
Use those in my gourmet beanie weenies I served on Memorial Day.
12 ounces of all beef meatballs. Get this. 1 pound of steak fries.
Steakhouse fries seasoned to perfection.
4 caramel apple tartlets.
Delicious dessert.
1 Omaha steak seasoning packet. And you get 4 more grill-ready Omaha steak burgers free with purchase.
Yes, and this is a Father's Day
Where
special.
do I sign up?
At omahasteaks.com. So what you have to do, it's a limited time special, especially for Father's Day. You get all that for just $49.99.
You got to be kidding me.
I'm telling y'all, we got this in the mail. We were so impressed. And the quality, the fact they flash freeze it and they vacuum seal it, it's just as fresh as if you got it from the butcher's.
Are we doing this for our dads this year? They don't listen, so they're not going to hear this.
What, you want to order them and keep them for ourselves?
We're going to order them for our dads and for ourselves.
So again, you get this limited time package with everything Allen listed for only $49.99 when you go to omahasteaks.com and you type in Kellie, Kellie, in the search bar. And that's going to pull up this Father's Day package. You just add it directly to your cart. Okay. So you go to omahasteaks.com. At the top, there'll be a search bar. Type in Kellie, Kellie, and you can grab your dad this fabulous Father's Day package from Omaha Steaks. Fire up the grill, but you need to hurry because this offer is going to end soon. Father's Day is 2 Sundays away. How about that?
Get out of here. You know, guys get to a certain age, I think, like our dad's age.
Oh my gosh, this is 78% off.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's a limited time offer. 78% off.
Yeah.
That $49.99. I'm just reading more.
There's more stuff than there usually is.
They're adding more things.
Yeah.
To the package. 'Cause we've gotten Omaha Steaks gifts before, but I guess because they know Father's Day equals grilling.
Yep.
78% off. Wow. Take advantage of that, people.
You know, I think men especially get to a certain age where they don't want to go to the grocery store. It's a beating.
No, but they love meat. Men love meat. I mean, that's just true.
But no, with this service, it's just like to their door. Mm-hmm. That's greatness. You don't have to. Man, every time I go to, well, I don't want to mention the name. I went grocery shopping with Kellie the other day.
Yeah, don't mention names.
I swear, every time I go there, I feel like I'm going to get run over by somebody. Why is that? Why do people want to run me over with their cart?
Because you're dawdling. Because you're looking around. You're not paying attention to where you are or your surroundings.
Not true.
And you act like like you're in a spaceship, like you've never seen anything like this before. That's the experience, honey. I'm just trying to break it down for you. You dawdle.
Why is your husband so unsatisfactory as a grocery shopping partner?
Well, I'd love to go grocery shopping with you. I think that's something fun we can do together. But I'll be walking along and I'll turn over my shoulder thinking Alan's still there. He's 3 aisles behind because he's been mesmerized by some box of something. And it's just, so I'll just meet you later.
Hey, I'm never in a huge hurry. I like stopping and smelling the roses.
Yeah, you do.
And so do you.
I like to engage.
You like to engage and you dawdle.
But see, that's how I learn about tequilas and things like that. You engage with people and you get to know them, and they are very helpful. People are so used, especially people that wait on you and serve you and stuff and work in the service industry, that it's so rare they have somebody that actually wants to get to know them.
Yeah. Yeah.
You should see me and Alan at dinner and see the exchanges that he gives me every time I start engaging with the server. He's like, oh, here we go
Because you're
again.
just doing a bit.
I'm not doing a bit. I used to wait tables.
It's the biggest bit,
it's not
guys.
A bit.
It's just the
my
same
thing.
bit.
I like to know if are you having a good day? You know, I like to do that. I like to engage.
Definitely cut from the Jerry Raspberry cloth.
Well, it's just weird not to have a relationship with someone who's about to serve you a lovely meal, and it makes the experience more pleasant for everybody.
I engage just enough to I'm polite.
You're polite,
but I don't
one step further.
But I don't get into like their day and where they live and their relationship status and I don't get into all that.
I only go there if the situation presents itself. I don't go that deep. I really don't
know about that.
But I like to ask for their opinions and this is the worst thing about when if you're a server and somebody asks you to recommend something on the menu, don't say, I like everything. Everything's good. No, that's not true. You have something you prefer. I'm not asking you to tell me what sucks on the menu. I'm just asking.
Yeah.
I do that a lot. I can't make up my mind. Would you recommend the pork chops or the lasagna? I just want you to pick one. Oh, they're both good. No, pick one for me, because that's the thing I don't like about it.
I think when you hear a server say that, they don't know.
Yeah,
they don't want to say anything.
I appreciate them being honest, saying, you know what,
Yeah.
I'm not a big fish eater, so I haven't tried that, but I
Right.
do know our lasagna is one of the most popular dishes. That's helpful to me more than everything we serve is good. I hate
But
that.
if you go to a nice, kind of an expensive restaurant, usually the servers, they'll tell you like what they like and what they don't like.
Yeah, I like that.
For the most part.
I like to engage. I like to get to know my server.
That's good, babe. I'm glad you're like that, though.
No, you're not.
Because if you weren't, then either one of us would engage with the server.
You just said you're polite.
I'm polite, I think. Am I polite?
You're fine.
I'm
I
fine.
think some of me is rubbed off on you because every once in a while you'll instigate. You'll instigate the
How do you mean?
engagement.
What will I do?
You'll start. You'll just dive in sometimes where you used to not do that. So I think I've rubbed off on you in a good way.
You have. You've rubbed off me in a good way, babe.
Except with your foul mouth.
I don't have
That
a
wasn't
foul
me.
mouth.
All right.
How do I have a foul mouth?
You've shown it tonight on the podcast. You're in your potty humor.
No. I used a clinical name for...
Dingus is a clinical term.
Did you just...
Are you gonna back that up? You're gonna stand by that statement?
Don't say
Because
that.
you're so mature. See, it's horrible, isn't it?
No, it's funny.
Oh gosh. All right. What's the next thing on the topic of discussion? Let's
You
move
can't
this podcast
say,
along.
You can't say that.
I'm hot. I'm
Oh,
still.
babe, it's like-
I'm still hungover a little bit
Babe,
from Monday.
It must be 1,000 degrees.
I don't
in
know
here.
why it's so hot in here.
It's 1,000 degrees.
You know what? If you entertain them for
And I
like,
think I'm sweating
you are
tequila.
sweating. Give me 30
No,
seconds. You entertain them, and I'll go
wait.
bump down the air a little bit colder.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna go turn the air down.
Why am I talking like
Why don't
this?
you just tell some dirty jokes to keep them all entertained? Potty mouth.
Yeah, I could tell some jokes, but I might get in trouble for that. Okay, babe. So the next thing we're going to talk about is going to see Solo, a Star Wars story. Yeah, and I'm a huge fan of Star Wars.
Don't start talking about it without me. Here I am.
I'm a huge fan of Star Wars. Kelly, not so much, but
I like Star Wars.
she likes it.
I saw the first three, the original OGs with Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher and Harrison Ford. So I was all into that. But when they started doing, I think I watched the episode 4, which was actually episode 1. I forget how they did that. When they did the
Episode 4 was the first movie.
right, so
Yeah.
that came out after the original 3. I watched that one and I was like, that was okay. But I don't know that I watched anymore until you came along.
Until I came along.
Yeah, because I just didn't really. I don't know. It's too much back and forth stuff.
So watching the original 3, you had awareness of a character named Lando Calrissian.
Yes,
And
I
he,
did.
He was played in the original movies by an actor named Billy D. Williams.
He was sexy.
Do you remember
He
Billy
did
D.
those-
Williams?
He did those malt liquor commercials.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
forgot about that. No,
Yeah.
they were Colt 45.
Colt 45. Is that
Colt
not a malt
45.
liquor?
It
What
is.
Colt?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he did those, and I remember. But see, I only saw those movies. I think I saw the original Star Wars, like the first one when they were in the trash chute in the water. Remember that? I think I've seen that one maybe twice, but the rest of them I've only seen once. So I don't have that razor sharp memory about a lot of the like Lando Calrissian. I
Yeah.
remember him, but I don't remember his storyline at all.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's important to the movie.
Well, that's what this movie kind of answered for a lot of Star Wars
Well, I mean,
fans.
with
Was like,
when he played with Harrison Ford, I don't even remember what his storyline was.
he didn't really have one. They
just
talked
popped in?
about his past, and you could tell through conversation with Han Solo that he knew Han Solo from the past. Like, what did they do in the past? You never knew.
Okay,
But you knew
that's why I couldn't remember because there wasn't anything.
there wasn't a lot. I mean, you knew that Han got the Millennium Falcon from Lando, but you didn't know how he got it. You know, so that's what this movie Solo. This movie kind of answered a lot of the questions I think that diehard Star Wars fans had.
Well, questions I didn't even know I had. Did you ever want to know how Han Solo got his name? I just figured his name was Han Solo. Like
We're not gonna spoil
Luke
it.
Skywalker's name was Luke Skywalker. I'm not going to spoil
oh,
it.
okay.
But Luke Skywalker's name. We didn't know how he got his name. That was just his name.
I didn't know how Chewie and Han met.
But we find out how Han Solo was named that. You found out how he and Chewbacca became best friends. You found out how he got the Millennium Falcon.
Uh-huh.
What else did you find out about him?
The character, the actor that played Lando, the young Lando, he was very flamboyant.
He was Donald Glover, Childish Gambino. He was
great actor.
He loves capes.
He liked capes, and
he flirts with everybody.
In those poofy kind of
like pirate shirts,
the one Sting used to wear or Prince used to wear,
like the Jerry Seinfeld pirate shirt, pirate shirt episode, which he was really great. It was a good movie. I thought the guy playing Han Solo,
I thought he was great.
I thought he really captured a lot of Harrison Ford's mannerisms and delivery. I know online there's some social media chatter about this other actor who was auditioning for the part and didn't get it, and there was a big campaign about he should have gotten it. He looked a lot like Harrison Ford, but I thought they did a good job casting it, don't you?
I did.
It was good.
And there was a new actor who played Chewbacca. I think he's a Finnish actor, and he in real life is 6'10" tall.
Yeah, that's good.
So Chewie was freaking huge.
Yeah, because the original Chewbacca, he's in a wheelchair
Peter
now.
Mayhew. I thought
he's had a lot of surgery. I don't think he passed away. Did he pass away?
Yeah, I thought he's dead.
Oh, did he pass away?
I think so.
Oh, he tweeted me once.
Is that right?
Yeah, I tweeted something about him because he'd had surgery or something. He lived locally, and he tweeted me back. That was really sweet.
I may be wrong.
I thought he
Peter
just had
Mayhew was the
surgery.
name of the actor who played the original Chewbacca,
Okay,
right?
if he's dead, I'm sorry that I missed that.
I
but I know
remember.
he was in a wheelchair because he had a lot of surgery.
And then there were some new characters. There was
Kira,
which was Han's love interest.
his childhood friend.
And there was a really bad dude.
Yes.
Forgot his name.
I forgot his name too.
But I can see the actor's face. But man,
He's that British actor married to Jennifer Connelly.
good eye, mate. He was a bad dude.
Paul Bettany.
I want to say
Is he British or Irish?
I want to say
He's
he had a
British.
little bit of the dark side in him. Boy, he was a bad dude.
He's a bad guy, but he was an excellent bad guy. That's all you can ask of your bad guys is that they be good at it.
Yeah. And then there were some other actors that played bit parts that you've
But I
seen.
thought it was
Woody
good.
Harrelson,
Woody Harrelson's good.
He was fine.
Tandy Newton's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
There's a robot, a female robot that's really great. L3, was that her name?
I think L3,
She
yeah.
was awesome. Because
Yeah.
they do have personalities. Look at C-3PO and R2-D2. They had little personalities.
Yeah.
So she had a great personality. So it was a lot of fun. They're saying even though it made over $100 million, it's considered a disappointment because they had projected it to make between 130 and 140 million.
Mm-hmm.
But as Ron Howard, I think he tweeted, even though that was a disappointment for the studio, it was a personal best for him as a director. Which remember, he wasn't the original director. There were so much problems with that original director. They booted him or he quit. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, what
and
happened?
they brought in Ron Howard to save it. And the one thing you have to know about Ron Howard, whenever he is directing a movie, he casts his brother. And his brother's in this movie again.
Yeah, Kelly pointed him out. I would have never.
I'm like, there's his brother.
I would have never known who
It's
it
just
was.
like they always put Stan Lee in those movies that or based on his comic books. They always put a Stan Lee cameo. Ron Howard will always put his brother in his movie.
Alfred Hitchcock.
What did Alfred Hitchcock do?
He was always in his movies.
Oh, he's always in his movies?
Yeah.
So anyway, I liked it. The thing that Alan and I have learned about going to movies together is we don't share popcorn anymore because that's just not a good scene.
Nope.
We have an argument over it because he oversalts his popcorn before he even tastes it. He adds
I put an
salt.
appropriate amount of salt on my popcorn.
He even got the girl not only to layer the butter but to layer the salt.
She offered to do it.
Because you told her you
No,
wanted extra
I
salt.
said no. I said I would like salt. And can you layer the butter? She says, would you like me to layer the salt too? And I was like,
ugh.
You betcha.
It is so salty, it's inedible.
No, it was good.
So either we both get 2 small popcorns, which is ridiculously expensive, but we can't share a popcorn, and that's how our marriage survives. But we've seen more movies in the past 2 weeks than we've seen in an entire year.
We saw 2 movies in like 7 days.
Yeah.
And
So it was
I think
fun.
the
I
last-
do enjoy
yeah.
going to the movies, and I'd like to start doing that more.
It was a lot of fun. So we're giving
It's
it
a lot of money.
Are we giving it 2 thumbs up?
I give it 2 thumbs up. I mean, I know some people are slightly disappointed, but I guess you have in your mind. It's like when you read a book and you have your mind what the actor's going to be, and how it's going to play out, and it's not exactly how you expected it, so you're disappointed, but it's still good.
I'll be honest, it is hard for me
as a purist.
Yeah, I am a Star Wars purist, but I'm also just a big Star Wars fan. It is hard for me to say something bad about a Star Wars movie, even when I know it's not really a good movie.
Which has been your least favorite of all of them?
Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. That was the worst movie. That was the worst one.
Which one was that?
They made the 3, so they made Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi.
And then the one right after that.
Years went by, and then they made Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
That's the one that I saw.
Yeah, so then they made Episode 1, 2, and 3, and those were all kind of, they weren't really what I expected them to be. So
that's probably why I fell off, because it wasn't that great.
Yeah, but
Disney's taken over, and do you think Disney? The thing is people are complaining they're just churning out too many of them. But the next Star Wars movie doesn't come out until December of 2019. I think I read. So now we have a long time to wait. I think you need some breathing room between the Star Wars.
You know, one thing I was reading some reviews on all the Star Wars movies, and one thing a critic said that I've never really thought about was Rogue One. Remember the movie called Rogue One?
Yeah, that was just out a few months ago.
Yeah, well, like last year, Rogue One.
It feels like a month ago.
Yeah, so that was the story in between episode 3 and 4. So they call it like 3.5.
Yeah, and it jumps around so much. How can you keep track?
Well, the critic was saying, in that movie, you had all these characters that you don't know their storyline.
Right.
And that's kind of what made it interesting. And that's why it was a pretty good movie.
But you weren't attached to them emotionally.
You weren't attached to them emotionally, and you didn't know what was going to happen to them. So it kind of like got you into the movie. Whereas a story like Han Solo, like Kelly was even saying in some of the movie where Han was in trouble, she's like, well, I know he gets out of this.
Yeah, he lives
because you know
they're in the future.
Right. Because you know
Chewbacca and Han Solo, no matter what, they're going to live because they pop up in the movies later.
But I thought that was a subtle little thing that I never thought about, was when there's a new character introduced in this Star Wars world that's one that you don't know, you're like, oh, well, this is kind of interesting because I don't know what's going to happen.
But it's a shame when some of them, people die in this movie. I'm just going to tell you. I'm not telling you who dies, but you're like, oh, darn it. That would have been good to have them stick around a little longer. But I'm not telling you which one.
I can't remember which one you're talking about.
Well, good. That means I'm not spoiling it.
You're not spoiling it. But I think we should do this.
Let's do this real quick
before we talk about anything else.
All right. These days you can get practically everything you want on demand. Just pull out your iPhone, boop, 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 and you got it. Just like our podcast. Do you listen on your phone?
Boop, boop, boop.
When I got my phone, it had the little podcast button on it. And I am not technologically savvy, and I could figure that out. But if you could do everything on demand, why are you still taking trips to the post office to mail your letters and packages? Granted, I love a trip to the post office, but sometimes the post office has to close, and I still have stuff I've got to get packaged up and ready to mail out. And that's where Stamps.com comes in, because you can access all the amazing services of the post office right from your desk 24/7 when it's convenient for you. You buy and print official U.S. postage for any letter, any package, as big as you can send or as little postcard, using your own computer and printer, and the mail carrier picks it up.
Can you click?
I can.
Can you print?
I can.
And can you mail?
I can.
That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. It couldn't be any easier than that.
And you don't have to worry about guessing what, sometimes when the letter's a little bit thick, you're like, is this going to take one stamp or two? There's no guesswork with Stamps.com. Because listen to this.
So right now, use Sandwich for this special offer. It includes a $55 of free postage, a digital scale, and a 4-week trial.
That's right. But you have to go to Stamps.com before you do anything else. Click on the radio microphone at the top of the homepage and type in our code SANDWICH.
That's Stamps.com and enter SANDWICH. And babe, we are small business owners.
We are.
So this saves us a lot of time.
Yeah, it does. And time is money.
Time is money. So I was telling my dad the other day, I was over shooting the bull at his house, and he said, don't you have something to do? And I said, yeah, if I'm just sitting here talking to you, I'm not making any money.
That's right.
So and
we got to pay a mortgage now.
Oh, a jumbo mortgage.
Yeah, it's a big one. Bit off a big hunk with this one.
But we got a couple of different ways we're doing that.
Yeah.
A couple of side hustles.
Side hustles.
So we always kind of sign off with reminding you to check out kellyandallen.com when you get a chance.
We're going to blog, I promise.
We got a blog there.
I haven't blogged in a minute.
We've got merchandise there. We've got a new business we've launched where we rent recreational vehicles called Slingshots there.
Yeah. Alan rented one about a year ago, loved it so much he bought one, and now he's wanting to share that love, so he's renting Slingshots.
And we've had a lot of interest in these things.
Especially for Father's Day.
For Father's Day, we're selling gift cards now, so if you want to reserve one of these vehicles, go to kellyanallen.com/slingshot.
It's singular, not plural. Slingshot.
Slingshot. I'll let you in on another little secret just between you and me, because nobody's listening probably.
not at this point in the podcast.
We've had celebrities call us and want to rent one of these things.
You can't bust celebrities.
I'm not going to bust any celebrity. I'm not busting anybody. I'm just saying we've had celebrities call us and want to express interest. Exactly.
If Troy Aikman rents a Slingshot, I want to be there to hand him the keys.
No, he hasn't called me.
Well, if he does, you better let me know.
Okay.
And also at kellyandallen.com, you could submit any questions you have. We had a lot of fun. Well, it wasn't fun. It was just, we enjoy communicating with you in that way and answering some of your questions. Like we got some pretty heavy hitting ones last week. I believe it was the last podcast we did, letters to us. So if you have anything you want to talk to us about or anything you'd like to see in a future podcast, you could submit that at kellyandallen.com as well.
Yep. And don't forget, I know a lot of you who listen. I talk to you. I see your posts. I know you're small business owners or business owners. If you need Kelly and I to help you with your marketing or any kind of media or public relations or appearances or anything like that, we have a company called Kanda Media. So there's more information on that at kellyanallen.com/Kanda, Kanda.
Get it? It's K&A.
K&A.
Get it? Kanda.
I was telling your dad the other day about that.
Did he get it?
I don't think he got it. I don't think he made the connection.
Oh, and congratulations, my daughter, real quick, graduated 5th grade.
Yeah.
Which is a little different. I grew up in South Carolina. And in South Carolina, I guess it's still the same. It's been a while since I graduated. We had 6th grade graduation because that's when you're leaving elementary school to go to junior high. Mm-hmm. But in Texas, 6th grade is considered middle school. And so they had a 5th grade graduation. So Emma Kelly graduated this week. And it's just, it's people are like, they're growing up too fast. It's so sad. And yeah, it is true. But I'm telling you, every phase has been fun. And this is a fun phase she's in right now. And I'm just trying not to wish it all away. I'm like, that's not the right word. But if you don't enjoy the moment, before you know it, that moment's gone. And you're so busy, thinking about the past you can't have back. I don't know. It's just been a lot of fun. We're going to have a good summer with the kids. Your kids finish up this week. And
yeah, I can't believe, they get so big so fast. And like Kelly said, you look back and you're like, what happened? But I saw a meme online today. It said something like, can you remember the last time you picked up your child? Because that last time is probably the last time you'll ever do it.
Yeah.
And can you remember that moment? Have you ever thought that someday?
Oh, I know the last moment for me.
I remember the one for you.
Oh my gosh!
I pick up Dylan all the time, but someday he's going to be too big. So when is that going to be? When is he going to be too big for me to pick up? I don't pick up Brooke anymore. I don't pick up Cole anymore. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
And McKelly, I picked her up. Alan and I just started dating, and we went out to eat at a Mexican restaurant and wanted to eat on the patio because it was just warm enough, but there was chill in the air, so it was just a tad bit too cold. And so we're sitting on the patio, and the waitress comes up, and we were ordering. She goes, "I'm going to take care of you. I got you." Isn't that what she said?
She kept saying, "I got you.
I got you." And she could not have been any further from having us. We rarely saw her throughout our dining experience. We had to start flagging down other servers. She never had us.
And we were sitting outside, that chill in the air. It was about 50.
And we hear this lurching and heaving and splashing. And we look over, and there's this child. I think I'm guessing what happened is he probably got some food caught, and then when he started coughing it up, he started vomiting. And this is what I'm guessing happened because of what happened next. So he's bent over, next to his table, vomiting in these rocks and brush.
It's like that garden hose on cement sound, that
this
water
constant
coming on
splashing.
the... Yeah.
And then he finishes puking,
Then just
wipes his mouth off on his sleeve.
Keeps
and goes and sits back down and starts eating again.
Keeps rolling through his chalupa.
And the family all just sat there and ate next to that.
Like it was no
like
big
nothing
deal.
Had happened.
NBD, brother.
So then as we're finally got somebody to bring us our check, we get up to leave, and my daughter is a very clumsy child. My mother and I would just laugh sometimes. We'd be standing there. We would be just standing there. She would fall.
Just fall?
With no forward motion at all. We weren't walking.
Yeah.
We weren't doing anything. She would just fall. So we got up from the table to leave, and I don't know what happened. My daughter busted it right next to the kid who puked. Thankfully, she didn't land in it.
Yeah.
So she is very tall for her age. She was about 10 years old.
In tears.
Just sobbing because she's not at the point where she's embarrassed to be crying in public at that stage yet. And I had to get down on the ground and pick her up. Her legs were dragging the ground. She was so heavy. And I'm like, I got you. Not like our waitress. I lugged her all the way to the car.
And this was before Kelly and I. This is before Kelly and I were engaged.
That's way before. This is officially the last time I carried my daughter.
And I think
I can always remember that.
I think Kelly handed me her purse too. So I'm walking out with the purse.
Because I'm carrying
and she's carrying
a heavy kid.
And she's carrying Emma Kelly.
Oh my gosh, it was awful.
I don't see how we made it through that.
She was almost as tall as I am, and I'm carrying her. But that's what you do.
Well, I remember Kelly. Just a quick story, and then we should probably.
Is it another puking on the patio story? I hope not.
No, we're going to sign off with something nice. I'm going to say something nice about somebody. So Kelly was telling me, and I think Nanny Laura might have been telling me this, that Emma Kelly, she's tough to get up in the morning, and
yeah, she is.
Man, she's gonna
not a morning person.
You have to really get up there and stay after her, and and because there are times when I have to take Emma Kelly to school, or a lot of times at the old house I'd walk her to the bus stop. She is the easiest kid in the world in the morning. Because my philosophy with Emma Kelly from the beginning has been, hey, I'm here to take you to the bus stop or take you to school. If you're going to stay up there, you're going to stay up there and miss school. So I will be down here ready to go.
And that's the tactic that worked with her. It's like, I'm not the one that's going to get tardy.
It's going to be you.
Late. Yeah.
It's going to be you, dog. So like this morning, she beat me to the kitchen. She's out there eating breakfast at 6:45, and I'm just coming out and just brush my teeth or whatever. She's been great. She is a good kid. She's very responsible. Wow. And
I'm sure Nanny Laura's going to love to hear that, because for about 8 years she had to fight with her to get her up every morning.
Well,
but that's the thing. You just said it's on you.
She's gotten bigger, too.
And she's gotten bigger, yeah. So anyway.
But she's a good kid. We're lucky. We got a lot of good kids.
Thanks, babe.
All right, babe. Well, this has been fun.
It has. The air's finally kicked on. It's so cool in here. I could do another hour, but we're not going to do it.
It's cold in here now. Well, I love you desperately.
I love you too, babe.
Go out there and follow Kelly on social media, and follow me too. She links to me and I link to her. And
yeah, I'm just easy. I'm at Kelly Raspberry. Alan had to be all fancy, and he's the Alonzo.
At the Alonzo 1971.
At the Alonzo 1971. That's your Instagram,
That's
right?
That's my Instagram, and then from there you can find everything else.
Yeah, and you're Alan Evans on Facebook, and
yeah.
All right, that's it.
All right, good stuff, babe. Well, till next week, I'm sure we will have more adventures to share with our listeners, more fun stories, more advice.
We're going to go see David Blaine. We'll be able to talk about that. You're one of your heroes in the magic world.
He is so cool. We interviewed him on a prior podcast, maybe 4 or 5 episodes ago. So if you
go back and look it up.
Yeah, if you haven't listened, dig back and listen to us interview David Blaine. He was a super cool guy.
And and Alan splurged for the VIP package. I don't know what that means. But we're going to go a little early, and I don't know what that means. Do you know what that means?
I think that means we have a personal person who runs us refreshments.
Really?
And
Lord, I can't drink anymore this week.
I think we get.
My liver can't handle it.
I think we get a poster and something else.
Maybe a deck of cards or something.
That's it. I think it's a signed deck of cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good stuff, babe. Well, I love you, and we will talk to our listeners next week. So,
okay. I'll talk to you between now and then, babe.
Yeah, I'll talk to you between now and then. Well, in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich. Bye.